Full name is Anton Matthew Zanzinger, nicknamed Tony, Staff Sergeant. I was fortunate because the Germans were firing. You could hear the bullets maybe going 10 feet high or shooting at something else or going right over top of you or coming down lower, and you just hugged the ground. And with the 12 guys, all of a sudden we came across a roadblock. All right, it was a machine gun nest. Now, none of us knew one another out of the 12 guys. We didn't know a soul. We decided to try and take it. This is the training we had. We could have easily bypassed it. No one would have known it. I didn't know the guys. They wouldn't have known who the other guy was. So we weren't trained that way. So what we did, we set up an attack. And like I said, when you go into an attack, you want to have the element of surprise. You want to have the objective. You want to have you want to do the right thing. What do you call it? I mentioned it before. Anyhow, you have to have, everything has to be done right. No one can falter. And if you do, you're in trouble. So with the 12 men, we said, here's what we'll do. I said, we'll take 4 men in the front, 4 men on the right flank, 4 men on the left flank, all right? The 4 men on the front, 2 guys on either side are going to have a grenade. Same thing on the sides of the left and right flank. 2 men on either side of those flanks, all right, are going to carry a grenade. Now a grenade has a handle on it, and if you pull a pin, it'll release the handle right away. So before the attack, they all pulled a pin, and they held it, and everything had to be done right in order. When we attack, we're going to have to charge and run as fast as you can, yell as fast as you can. And some of the guys are going to fire their rifles, all right? And everything has to be done 1, 2, 3, boom, real fast. When we get to about throwing distance of the grenade that can hit the machine gun nest, those guys that have their grenades will holler, fire in a hole, and then we all dive. As soon as they explode, get up, run, yell, jump in, and just clean up the whole thing. Just like Johnson says, you got to be good, but you got to be better. Well, we were better than good at the time. Everything was done methodically, real fast, and we accomplished the mission. That was quite a feat right there. So we did. We took it, and there were no men left at the gun, but there were at least 25 to 30 men in that nest. We have 12, okay? That's the odds against us. We fought so fast, some of the guys actually got scared and ran, Germans, and it took us maybe 20 minutes or more, not much more, and we accomplished the whole mission. So there's 12 guys that didn't know one another, and we went and took that. And the guy that speaks the loudest, when you're in a group like that, the guy that speaks the loudest, he could be a private, and you might have a sergeant or a colonel or an officer. If he speaks the loudest and he can direct and accomplish things, in other words, set up an attack and all, you'll take his word and you put it all together. I had a lot of training of that type. I could use part of mine, what I had, and another guy, but between all of us, we put the whole attack together and we accomplished it. So it was the first thing in the morning. Then as we're going along, right towards noontime, I guess we were with about 40 guys. And we're headed down. My mission was the locks. And that's where it was headed. So when we got these 40 guys, we're all going down to the same place. They're all 501 people, my outfit. And the guys from the 82nd, oh, by the way, we lost 2 men out of the 12. And before we went out, I said, look, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know who's going to get hurt or who's going to get killed. Make up your mind right now that you're going to do it and do it right. If not, stay behind. Nobody stay behind. So you lay it all down, and it pays off. So we did it, we accomplished it. I think about maybe 7 o'clock at night, we get close to the locks where we're supposed to be. And we get there, and met the officers there, and they put us in different places. So we set up a defense, and they had it set up already, part of it. They made a great big U in front of the locks. And early in the morning, the Germans came. And we had a heck of a battle. By the way, the Germans were coming down, and they bypassed a lot of our guys, all right? And they fired at the Germans, and the Germans never fired back. Their mission was to get to the locks and get there real fast because they wanted to blow them up. So they were told not to go into any battles. And our guys were stunned that they wouldn't fire back. So when they get down there, the Germans came, and we fought them all the way up to the next day.